Good afternoon, good afternoon. We will be getting started in just a couple minutes. Good afternoon, and welcome to Her Peace Talk Show. I am so excited this afternoon to have my special guest with me today, and I hope that you are ready. We are going to have a good time today. I have with me today my girlfriend, my hairstylist for 7 years, LaTonya Woodruff herself. Listen, I need y'all to help me welcome LaTonya Watson Woodruff in the space. Come on, I need y'all to give me some hearts, give her some likes, and tell her welcome this afternoon. Listen, I want you to know that this afternoon is going to be very, very, very exciting. It is going to be fun. So I'm going to ask that you will do us a favor. If you would go ahead and hit the share button, hit that share button, invite someone. It is going to be so exciting this afternoon. It is going to be about self-care, and she is also going to share some information about her business. I went to her business 7 years or more for her to service my locks. And guess what? Listen to me carefully. I thought that I was done with locks about a year ago. I retired and thought that I was done with locks, and realized that I was not, because natural hair got on my last nerve. So just let me say that I did not get rid of my locks because of anything that had to do with my stylist. I had the best stylist in the whole wide world that took me from those little bitty locks that I hated and grew my hair out beautifully. So again, I need you all to welcome my friend, my sister, who has many hats. Not only is she a loctician, a salon owner, a spa owner, but she is also a woman that carries the word of God. She is also Reverend LaTonya Watson Woodruff, and I cannot wait to bring her to Daytona Beach. She has preached. I have had 4 charges, and she has preached at two. This is my 4th one. 2 of the 4 charges. And so I look forward to bringing her to Daytona Beach. First of all, let me say thank you, LaTonya, for agreeing to come and join me on Her Peace Talk Show, for you to share about you, about your business, and also about Estah Locs Hair Salon and Day Spa. Did I get it right?
You got it right.
All right. You know, I was used to Estah Locs.
Exactly.
Hair care.
That's it.
That's what it was before, right?
Uh-huh.
But things have changed.
Yeah.
And I believe that COVID brought about a lot of that. And so I'm going to allow you to tell the story. Now, I introduced you to them, but is there anything that you would like to say to them this afternoon before we move forward with the show?
I would love to say thank you, first of all, for this opportunity. I'm so honored that you would even allow me to come on here and, share what I have going on. I have been in my building, the owner of my building, Estah Locs Hair Salon and Day Spa, for 14 years. So I've been doing hair for longer than that. Went back to school for cosmetology at the age of 41. And so I've been doing it for a long time. I'm 57 now. And so I'm just very grateful for this opportunity. I can tell everybody that I am here, still here, by the grace of God.
Mhm.
It is for several reasons I'm still here. I'm still here because God is good and He saw
Mhm.
fit for me to still be here. I'm still here because I have some clients that are committed. They come no matter what. They travel from all over the United States to come and be serviced by us, and also because we work in excellence in the salon and in the day spa. And it is a place of peace and refuge. It's almost like a church that you get to come and experience that peace and that love
Mhm.
in there. So I'm just very grateful to be here. I thank you very much. And just want to take this opportunity to thank my clients and thank my God, because that's the only reason I'm here, because God is good.
And let me say that you are absolutely right when you say that your salon is so peaceful. It is very, very peaceful. When you go there, you could be having a bad day or have a headache or whatever. But by the time LaTonya's hands gets in your head and you sit in that chair, you feel altogether different. And I am a living witness of that. So you
Really.
are absolutely, positively correct when you say that. That is the absolute truth. That is the absolute truth. Okay, so you just shared that you have been the owner of Estah Locs for 14 years, which I did
Mhm.
not know.
Yeah. In that building.
Right, in that building. So now, was Estah Locs somewhere else before?
Yes, I booth rented for a year and 3 months before purchasing my building. And yeah, so I got out of cosmetology school and then I went and booth rent from Audrey Barber. And she taught me so many awesome things. And from there, I purchased my building and I've been there for 14 years.
And so I want us to pay attention to what she said. She said she purchased her
Yeah,
building, which
yeah.
means you own your building, you're not renting your building. So you're not paying rent to anyone.
That's correct. I am not paying rent.
That's
And that is
awesome.
nothing but, let me tell you, I
Mm-hmm.
never wanted to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
So God had me to do that booth rent assignment with Audrey because there was so much for me to learn about owning a business. And
Mm-hmm.
the person that could teach me so much was Audrey Barber. I love her to
Mm.
this day. I thought I was ready to be an owner, but I realized that I didn't know nothing until I got in there and worked under her and learned how to follow somebody that was in leadership so that I could become the leader I needed to be.
That's amazing. That
Mhm,
is amazing. That is
mhm.
absolute. I had no idea. I didn't even know that. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no reason for us to talk about that, but
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't even know that. That is awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, LaTonya, can you tell us? You told us how long you've been there, but tell us why you created Estah Locs, and also tell us where the name came from.
Okay. So the name came from Queen Esther in the Bible. And I got the pronunciation Esther instead of Esther
Hmm.
because that's how my grandma and my mama said Esther. See, they didn't say Esther, they said Esther.
Mm,
So I got it from them, the pronunciation and the spelling basically. But
mm,
the name came because Queen Esther was beautiful.
hmm.
She was a beautiful woman, and that's why she was chosen. One of the reasons she was chosen to be queen. But before she could actually go and be presented to the king, she had to go through a series of beauty treatments, right? So
Hmm.
my motto basically is you are already beautiful, you're already handsome when you come to my establishment. All I do is perfect that beauty. What I
Hmm.
do is I just make that beauty a little bit more refined so that you'll be really
Hmm.
presentable when you walk
Hmm.
out of there. So that's all we do is
Hmm.
make what God has given you look phenomenal.
And I want to go here. I want to go here so soon, but because you just said that, there's a difference with doing the lock care and making people look beautiful and presentable.
Hmm.
I realize that there are a lot of people that will just go and start the locks.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I don't think that they really understand that there is an absolute technique to
Yeah.
starting the locks. It's not just grabbing, a certain amount of hair and beginning to twist it. Can you
Hmm.
talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's very important to do your research when you're wanting to start locks, because honestly, some people should not even try an attempt to go on the lock journey,
Mm,
because they cannot wrap their mind around all of the different phases that you have to go through. So, for that woman that is accustomed to putting a wig on, changing her wig every week, or doing a sew in, or doing a silk press every day and having her hair nice and neat and in place, it is going to be a challenge
mhm,
for you to start the lock journey, because it
mhm,
has to go through all of the different phases in order to get to be as beautiful as mine, or look as good as yours,
mhm,
and as good as some of the other people that who I service. So you have to make sure that that's what you want to do. Now, some women will say, you know what, I'm tired of this journey that I've been on. It's time for me to do the lock journey, because I'm going to learn patience in the process of my hair going through these different phases. I'm going to accept and learn how to love myself no matter what I see in the mirror, because I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God did not make a mistake when He knit me together in my mother's womb. So,
mhm,
locking your hair is not just so you can be cute. For some of us, it gives you that opportunity to embrace all of these different stages and work through something, because a
mhm,
lot of times we'll give up in the middle of something.
mhm,
We'll give up.
mhm,
We're like, oh no, this is not for me. I'm going to go
mhm,
and get me a relaxer and put it in. And listen, there's nothing wrong with the relaxer, but don't get the relaxer if you're doing it because you're not liking how you're necessarily looking. You got to
mhm.
go deeper and see if it's something that needs to be acknowledged and addressed inside of you, so that you can work through that thing. Because if you can get through the difficult stage, on the other side of that is beauty.
Do you recall when you did mine and I looked at those little things and I thought I was going to? Do you remember?
See, some of the clients that want locks, they have beginner's regret, and you were one of those. What did you call them? Worms? You thought that they looked?
No, I said I had little snakes all over my head.
Yeah, right, right.
Snakes.
Yeah. So, and they weren't, she just was not
But
used to
that's
it.
what they look like.
But nah.
Yes.
So so yeah, and sometimes it is definitely difficult, and we just kind of have to walk you through it, and talk you off the cliff, and
Mhm,
bring you on back and reel you in, and let you know it's going to be all right, and tell you to put your makeup on and put your earrings in, and
mhm,
just
mhm.
going on about your business. Now,
And
see,
I
some.
did that, and I learned to do what? I learned to love them and then
Yeah.
do what? And embrace it.
Yes,
Embrace
you
it.
did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. Yes, you did.
Mhm,
So I was really proud of you. And I'm
mhm,
proud of all of the people that embrace it, that go
mhm,
ahead and walk through it, because you feel a whole lot better when you get on the other side. You're so glad that you endured
mhm,
that difficult time.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Hmm.
So you told us how long you've been in business. You told us the name of the business.
Yeah.
So tell us why you started Estah.
Well, I started actually, um, I've always loved doing hair. Always. I had to do hair because I was such a tender-headed little girl. And my mama would get sick and tired of trying to comb my hair and me hollering and screaming. So when I was in third grade, my next door neighbor, who was an older teenager, taught me how to do cornrows. So I learned how to do them just by practicing on a lady's hair that she was braiding that day. And when she taught me, I practiced it 3 times on that lady and basically got it. And the rest is history. So I learned how to do braids. I would have visions of different braid styles, dreams, and I could do them on my friends. And then I became like the little neighborhood hairdresser doing braids. And remember, we used to put the big beads in our hair. I did all of those. People would come pick me up, take me to their
Wow.
house, grown women, and I would do their hair. So I've always had a passion for it, but I decided against going into doing cosmetology when I was a young woman because at that time I wasn't ready. If I had gone into cosmetology as a young woman, I would not have any money because you have to be mature enough to be able to handle the money, the cash flow. You know, people pay you with cash. And if you don't have the discipline to put that money in the envelope it needs to go in, you will be broke. And so I
LaTonya,
think,
you said something right there. You are
woo,
right. You right. You right.
mhm,
You
mhm.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I knew that I wasn't thinking along those lines at the time. The reason I didn't go into cosmetology as a young woman was because I found out that the other students would have to do my hair,
Hmm.
and I was not willing to let those girls put mess up my hair. So
Yes.
I'm serious.
Yes.
I mean, that was it. I took the test, I passed the test. And when they told me that, honey, I backed out of that thing. I said, oh
Mm.
no. And then of course, went back to school for cosmetology in
Hmm.
2005 and graduated in 2006. And that's how it went. But yeah, so I've always loved doing hair, and it was just fitting. God showed me because I've always done it on the side. I've always been braiding somebody's hair, no matter what my career was. I've always been doing someone's hair. And
Mm.
so then God just gave me an opportunity to showed me and confirmed it so many different ways that I had to go back to school for cosmetology. And that's
Hmm.
what I did in 2005 and got my license so that not only can I do natural hair, dreadlocks, but I can do relaxers and color and cut. And that just opens up my opportunities. It gives me more opportunity to do more services and to do it well and to care about the person's hair that comes into my salon and know how to achieve what I need to achieve.
Right. 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 So now, tell us, um, your business. Your business is big on self care. That's why you try to make it an experience when people are in your salon and day spa. Tell us, um, why it is so important for your business to provide those moments of self care.
It's important because some people don't have anywhere else to go and get it. It's important because you may think you're just going to get your hair done and that's all you need. And you don't realize what you need until you come in those doors.
Mm,
And what you need is the calm of the music. You need someone to speak an encouraging word
mhm.
to you, to motivate you, encourage you, pray over you. And my clients don't even know most of the time when I'm shampooing them, I've already said a prayer.
Come on,
See,
come
the
on,
wonderful thing about being in this industry is I get to put my hands on people where
come
see
on.
you can't just walk up to somebody and touch them. It's not allowed. But I
Hmm.
get to put my hands on people and let them feel an intentional touch. And sometimes my touch is
Hmm.
the only good positive touch that they
Mm.
get all week, all month. So
Yes.
God has allowed me to create an environment that allows them to come and get away from all of the stress and all of that, and just come and let their hair down and be in
Mhm.
a safe place where they
Yeah.
can go to sleep if they need
Hmm.
to. You know
Yes,
what I
Lord.
mean? And
Yes.
so,
Now you
so
know I know what you mean because I went to sleep a plenty days up in there. Because you know you used to tell me all the time, girl, this is the only place where you can get a few minutes of peace. And you
yes.
was absolutely right.
Yes, that is exactly right. Listen, we have women from all walks of life.
Hmm.
We have school teachers, we have stay-at-home moms, we have doctors, we have people that work that are pastors
Hmm.
and other areas where there's so many demands on their life. Honey,
Hmm.
when they come to the salon, I have one client, she says she don't even answer her phone. She's like, they know this is my me day. And so she won't even answer her phone because that's her opportunity to pull away. So while I have a chance to be that in your life for 2, 3 hours, I am going to just do everything I can to make you have the experience that you need. So sometimes that means that there may be some tears that shed,
Oh
that
wow.
are shed in the salon
Hmm.
because there's such a letdown of the stress and it's such a release. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's what we do. And that's what my calling is. I'm not there just to do your hair to make you look good.
Come on.
Anybody can do hair and make you look good, make your hair look good, but can that person speak into you and change your whole
Hmm.
atmosphere and change your outlook on
Hmm.
who you are and whose you are?
Yes.
So God, I'm on an assignment. I'm on an
Hmm.
assignment, and I
Mm.
thank God that He has trusted me with not just Christians. You know what I'm saying? God
Come
bless you,
on.
but I want everybody to walk in there and feel love and acceptance and
Hmm.
peace. And you know what I'm saying? Just know that
Yes.
I love you and I love and joke and tease and play with everybody that come in there because I love
Yes.
to have a good time. So what you
Yes.
do is what you get with me.
Yes. Yeah. And I love that. You are absolutely right. You are so real and genuine and that's why um it's so easy to trust you. It's
Yes.
so easy to trust you. After I went through the ugly phase, I had no other issues. No other issues. I just sat down,
Yeah.
and sat down. And so
Yeah.
that is so important. And this is why people have to realize that uh um self-care is so important and not just getting your hair done
Mm-hmm.
because the atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
has a lot to do with it. What's said
Yeah.
in the place has a lot to
Mm-hmm.
do with it.
Mm-hmm.
The sound that you hear and you make it like that, and that's why it's so beneficial because you can actually come to a place of calmness and a place of peace. And so
Yes.
and that is necessary because many people don't have time to go and do some other things where they can get that to happen. But in your salon and day spa, you create that space. And even if you don't have locks, the message that we're trying to get over to you today is that you must be willing to create the space and the time for
Mm-hmm.
self-care.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it, then you need to allow someone else to assist you with doing it.
That's it.
We all need self-care.
Mm-hmm.
We all need downtime.
That's right.
But we gotta create the time for it and create the space for it. And if you're not able to do that, then allow somebody else to create that space for you, somebody that you can trust. Somebody
That's right.
that you can trust. So before we go into the products, LaTonya, tell us why you believe that self-care is so important.
Because you get to replenish yourself.
Mhm.
You pour out, you give so much. And when we're working on our jobs, we work hard, we go at it hard. And even if you don't work that hard on your job, you still got to get up out of your bed.
Yeah.
and you have to go to somebody's job, or
Mm-hmm.
you have to go get out of your bed and go into your office. It is not an opportunity to just sit and relax and chill and just not have to think about something. We
Mm-hmm.
are always thinking about something. And what COVID has done is it has caused us to experience a whole lot more stress than
Mm-hmm.
we ever have before. And stress impacts you in ways that you may not even know is impacting you until you go and do some self-care. And when you're in the middle of it, you're like, Lord, I did not realize how much I needed this.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize how much I really needed to exhale.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when I had my hysterectomy, I said, I didn't know how bad I felt until I started feeling better.
Come on, I was right there with you.
I didn't realize how bad I
Did
felt.
not.
The same thing with self-care. You don't realize how stressed out you are.
You don't.
You don't realize how much you need to have somebody
Mm-mm.
do your nails
Mm-mm.
or do
Mm-mm.
your hair until you get there, or do your feet
Mm-hmm.
until
Mm-hmm.
you get there, and you let
Yep.
somebody do it. Let somebody massage your body to remove all of the tension out of your muscles and your
Mm-hmm.
joints, and let
Mm-hmm.
somebody give you a facial and
Mm-hmm.
massage and clean your
Mm-hmm.
face in a way that you could never do on
Come
your
on.
own. I'm telling you, go let somebody do it. And if you say money is an issue, then just don't go to McDonald's for a month. Then
Mm-hmm.
you will have enough money
Mm-hmm.
saved up to be able
Mm-hmm.
to pay
Mm-hmm.
somebody for the
Mm-hmm.
services that you so desperately need. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to say this one more thing before we get into the
Mm-hmm.
products and
Mm-hmm. Go
everything.
ahead.
Don't save so much money that you neglect yourself with the money that you're
Wow.
saving.
Oh my goodness.
Why save all your money and neglect taking care of you? Because what'll happen is you save all that money, your family gonna get it when you die. They're gonna spend all your money, and guess what? They're gonna do self-care. They're gonna take care of themselves, and they're gonna do it because they didn't have to spend their money. You saved all your money for them. So I'm saying
You
save
just
your
said a
money,
mouthful.
but don't
We
save
need
it
to we
all.
need to stay right there for a minute.
You
You
hear
just
me?
said a mouthful. Come on, you got some more to say about that. Come on.
Yes, take some money. You work hard. Take some of that money and say, I'm going to go and put my foot in this pedicure bowl and let somebody rub on my feet. I'm going to go and let this lady do my nails while I sit back and close my eyes. I'm going to lay on a table and let somebody analyze my face, put a mask on my face, and I can't do nothing but lay there and be still. But I'm going to spend some of this money on me.
Come on.
I'm
Come
not
on.
saving it for my family.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to
Mm-mm.
save some for retirement because I'm not
Mm.
a foolish woman.
Mm-mm.
But I'm a wise enough woman to know that I'm not going to take all of my money and not take care of me. Oh no.
Yes, Lord.
But it's time out for that. COVID taught us something.
Oh, yes, sure did now.
Tomorrow is not promised to
It
you.
is not promised.
The next hour is not promised to you.
No, it's not.
So enjoy this life. He came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. So let's
Mm-hmm.
enjoy life abundantly and do the things
Mm-hmm.
that bring us enjoyment.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah,
Amen.
you needed to say that. You
Amen.
needed to get that out. You needed to get that
Yes.
out. And I want to go back because you said something about um if we feel we don't have the money. Well, that's not it.
Uh-huh.
Because we spend money on what we want to spend money on.
Well, well,
Yeah. We spend money on what we want to spend money on when we want to spend it.
ma'am.
We know how to turn uh, $1 into some more dollars.
That's it.
We know how to turn a penny into a
Woo.
50-cent piece. No, it's
Yes,
not that we don't have the money. We just gotta be uh better managers of the money.
that's it.
That's what we gotta do. And we gotta realize that self-care is so important to us.
Yes, yes.
And we got to be willing to do it for ourselves. See, can't nobody else do self care for me.
No, ma'am.
And can't nobody do self care for you.
That's it.
It's an individual thing.
That's
And
right.
so, and nobody can stop you from doing
Mm.
self care from you and for you. And let me just say this: um, getting your nails done and getting a pedicure is not that deep self care that you need. That's maintenance.
That's maintenance, honey. That's
That's maintenance.
maintenance. Yes, it is.
That's you maintaining
Oh,
your
my.
nails and your feet, right?
But they go deeper.
Self care goes much deeper than that.
That's it.
Self care it makes sure that you it helps you in your mind,
Yes.
not just what you look like.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, we can look like something on the outside and be jacked up, toe up from the flow up
That's it.
on the
On
inside.
the inside. That's right. That's
On
right.
the inside.
That's right.
So self-care is really, really deep. And I take this time once a year to bring more awareness for
Mm-hmm.
self-care, because I'm gonna say it. We as women of color, we don't do it enough.
No, we don't.
We don't do it enough. We
No, we
don't
don't.
practice it enough. We
Mm-mm.
put everybody before us and we put ourselves on the back burner.
Yeah.
And not only do we do that, but we feel guilty about it when we don't.
I just made a note. Don't feel guilty.
Mhm,
Don't you dare feel guilty about
mhm.
taking care of you,
You cannot.
because having self care, pulling away, going to the beach,
Mhm,
or going to the outlet mall just to sit out there for a few hours,
mhm,
eating you some ice cream, or
mhm,
just walking around, not talking to nobody, not having
mhm,
to be doing anything for anybody, or going and getting a massage or a facial. Doing those things are necessary
mhm,
to make you a better person, to
mhm.
make you have the strength and the energy to go on.
Yeah.
And you got to resolve within yourself that you deserve it.
Oh yes.
You
Yeah.
deserve it.
Mhm, mhm.
You have to speak to yourself. Tell yourself, self, it's a new day.
Mhm.
It's time out for allowing things from the past that made me feel like I was less than and I didn't deserve stuff to still be reigning in my mind today.
Come on.
It's time to bring all those thoughts captive
Yeah.
to the obedience of the knowledge of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All of that is from the devil. That is from the
Mhm.
pit of hell.
Yeah.
You do deserve to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. You
Mhm.
have got to take care of yourself. Let
Mhm.
some of that stress and that tension be relieved from
Mhm.
your body. Go somewhere. Like I say, I will every once in a while, every year or every other year, I'll just go to the beach. I'll go to the hotel by myself, and I call it my time away with God,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
have to go and get away from
Mhm.
everything
Mhm.
and
And
everybody
everybody. Mhm.
just to get that time away. But that
Mhm.
self-care, I believe in taking care of me.
Mhm.
I'm going to get
Got
a
to.
facial. I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to have that day of rest that we are commanded to take is
Mhm.
necessary, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. It is
Yes.
necessary for us to
Mhm.
take care of ourselves.
Very necessary. Very
Mhm.
necessary. Necessary. Now, before we move on,
Mhm.
for LaTonya to talk about um, her spa, and she's going to begin to talk about her products. Are there any questions? And for those of you who are on YouTube, you can text your questions to 407-925-6071. 407-925-6001, and I will ask your questions. Does anyone have any questions of LaTonya or myself about self-care? I don't see any questions, but I see comments before we move on. LaTonya, they're saying enjoy the fruit of your labor once in a while. Absolutely. We need to value ourselves as much as we do our spouses and our children.
That's
Amen.
amen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely. You must be willing to create the time and space for self care. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely. All of that is definitely true.
it really
Definitely true.
is.
I
It
will
really is.
keep looking for any questions. LaTonya, tell us about products that you have for your business
Mhm.
and how we can purchase those products. And I'm going to turn our cameras off and I'll
Okay.
begin to display.
Okay, awesome.
Looks like you need to do the same thing. You see camera on your computer.
Where it says stop cam.
Yes. There we
All
go.
right.
All righty.
That is our shea butter. Now, the shea butter, that is one of our scented ones. We have actually all of our shea butters are scented and it's all natural. That is the mango shea butter. So it has mango oil in it. It has jojoba. It has a for shea butter in it and some other vitamin E and some other very good moisturizing ingredients. And you see how I have it on my hand there because what it is it's so light. Once you rub it, it turns into a nice oil. And you notice that it's not as hard as the plain shea butters that you have to scrape out. This shea butter, you can scrape it with your hand, scoop it up with your hand, and rub it all over your body. And then you can take it after you rub it in your hands and you can rub it on your locks. So it is going to give your locks the much needed moisture because this sun dries our hair out so much. So what the shea butter does is it replenishes and restores moisture so that your hair won't feel dry and hard and brittle because when it's like that it's easy for it to pop. Now this same shea butter can be used on your body and I strongly recommend using it, especially when you get out of the shower. Your pores are open. You see how nice and shiny my hand is. Oh my goodness, it goes into all of the nooks and crannies of the dry places on your body and it just smells delightful and it makes you look good and you feel good. So that's
LaTonya, can you give us the website where we can go to purchase?
Yes, you can actually, right now, the shea butter is not on the website, but you can actually call the salon. We have a new site. And so with the new site, it has a lot of the our shirts and everything, but I'm going to give you that information now. It's Estah Locs
Hmm.
hairandspa.com.
Oh, that's okay. Let me type
Uh-huh.
it.
Estah Locs hairandspa.com. So even if it doesn't have it on there, you can just send a message in the consult request and just tell me what you want. It comes in 4-ounce jars and it comes in 8-ounce jars. And we have all of the different scents. We have the mango, we have strawberry lemon, we have tangerine grape, we have honey butter, we have the lemongrass. So we have some excellent scents and the lemongrass is really good for problematic skin, that person that has eczema or a really dry skin and nothing seems to help it. So the lemongrass is really helpful for that. So but if you go to
And
the website or call the salon, we ship our products or you can swing by and pick them up.
okay, give me the website again. Esther Locks Hair.
And spa, and spa.com.
And give me the number to the salon.
407
Hmm.
292 2229.
All righty. Somebody says they smell so good. I'm going to also show the display of the different scents that you just talked about.
Yes, absolutely. So you see the different scents that we had there. And the 4 ounce is $16 and the 8 ounce jar is $30. So you get a $2 savings when you get the larger size jar. And they are a little bit goes a long way. So you don't have to use a lot and they last you a long time. I have men that use the shea butter and they don't even put the cologne on. They put the
Mm-hmm.
shea butter in their hair and on their body and go to work and the women just go crazy. I have one gentleman
Mm-hmm.
that's a physical therapist and he's like everybody's always asking him about his hair. And
Mm-hmm.
so and you don't even have to just get this for yourself, but you can also purchase them as gifts. We have Mother's Day coming up, everybody. So you can purchase these shea butters for a loved one that's a mother, and they would definitely appreciate it because, again, that goes with self care.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna go here next, LaTonya.
Yes, those are, I call those the hair healing oils. The hair healing oil is wonderful because it has the different, the mango oil. We also have the tangerine grape oil, the lemongrass oil. We have lavender oil, and we mix all of the different scents. You can buy them individually, or we mix the mango and the tangerine, or we'll mix the lemongrass and the lavender. And so when you spray it on your locks, it just revitalizes them. And sometimes some people are very active and they work out and their hair starts to get kind of smelly. Well, all you have to do is spray some of that. It's light enough that it doesn't weigh your locks down. But it definitely is obvious that you put something in your hair. So it kind of helps them to be fresh, refreshed after working out. And my clients, most of my lot clients come every 4 weeks to get their hair done. So towards the end, they're like, oh yeah, I definitely need to use my spray. So it's light enough that you can put it on your scalp and you can put it actually on the hair, and you can do it daily or as little as 3 times a week. And it works fine. It's beautiful and it gives your hair a nice shine.
Hmm.
And
Yes,
that
I
comes
know.
in the
Remember,
4 ounce. That
I
also
used to
comes in the
use
4 ounce
them.
and the 8 ounce.
4 ounce and okay. How? What's the price of the 4 ounce
It's also the $16 for the 4 ounce
and the
and
eight
$30
ounce?
for the 8 ounce.
Okay.
Hmm.
All righty. And next, these beautiful pieces.
Oh, do you see my lock jewelry?
You, you know, I see it.
Yes, yes. All of those pieces have been handmade by me. And I love the lock jewelry. I have, I'm so busy. But when I have an opportunity to do a road trip, I sit in the passenger seat and I wear that passenger seat out because I show you what a passenger seat can be used for. I make lock jewelry. I do all
Yes.
sorts of things. So those are handmade pieces by me, and they range from $12 up to like $30. So just depending on how many pieces and the type of materials that were used to make the piece. So we sell them in the salon, and we also have some of them on the website as well.
Absolutely amazing. Okay, we're going to turn our cameras back on.
All right, I'm
Okay.
coming.
All righty. So next, Latanya, we're going to talk about some other things that um you offer at your day spa. We're going to talk about some other things that you offer at your day spa. Tell
Okay.
us, when did you well, I know you were talking about it. You were talking about it. You were saying it was coming when I was doing your hair. But tell us a little bit about how that came into play.
It's pretty sad. I hate for my clients to know this, but after when I got back to the salon after the shutdown, it was tough because I had Denasia, who is a mother of three, that couldn't come back. She made the right decision to stay home and homeschool her babies, let them do the virtual learning. And so it ended up that I was the only stylist in the salon, and I was just done. And then I had a couple of people that came and that left, and it was just so hard that I was like, I just want to sell it. I'm done. I'm tired of going through all of this. I just don't want to do this anymore, and I'm done. And so then I mentioned it to a distributor. I'm like, I'm thinking about selling the salon, or, what do you think about me, renting it or something like that? She's like, listen, if you really want to sell the salon, she said, you can do that. She said, but I wouldn't. She said, I know a lot of people right now trying to find a salon to buy. She said, and if you want to rent it, that's one thing. She said, but what about, booths and renting it? And I said, well, doing suites or something. She said, yeah. She said, I'm going to talk to the gentleman that owns my product line, whose name is Tony. She said, I'm going to talk to him and he'll talk to you. And so Tony actually came by and looked at the salon. I said, do you think I can turn this into rooms, get some rooms in here so that I can have suites? And so he was looked around and he told me absolutely that I could. So at that point, I said, then that's what I'm going to do, because I felt God giving me peace to do that. I didn't have peace when I was talking about selling my salon. See, I was frustrated. And when we're frustrated, we'll say and do a whole bunch of stuff we shouldn't. But after he told me that, and God gave me the peace that I needed to move in that area, then that's what I decided to do, and to turn it into a day spa. So I didn't want to rent suites to people, because I don't like people having that kind of access to my business. It's like giving a person a key to your house and they can just come in and do whatever. I never have I ever liked that. So I've always wanted to have a spa. So God blessed me, and we turned my hair salon into a hair salon and day spa. So I'm so glad that now we are able, in the Pine Hills area on Pine Hills Road,
Come
we are
on.
able to give high class, first class quality self-care services to our people,
Mm,
to anybody that
mm.
wants it to be done. And so I'm glad that we are able to offer massages, we're able to offer facials, yoni steam services, and of course, hair care services. We got it all right there in the salon. And it's amazing. It seemed like a small place, but adding those walls and putting doors, it just seems larger than it ever was before. So I'm
Wow,
really
I gotta
grateful.
come see it.
Beautiful. It's really beautiful in there. So I give God all the praise. Man, I'm so glad. And so my clients are able to do the one-stop shopping. They can come there, and when somebody's in the facial room, we close the other doors, and of course their doors closed, so they don't hear anything that's going on while I'm doing somebody's hair. You walk in and it smells like a spa, because we have the diffuser going, we have the spa sounds going. It's just completely different. It's a whole new model. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful for that.
Mm. So you have someone doing massages, someone doing the yoni steam,
Yes.
and someone doing facials.
As for the yoni steam, that's me. So I'm the yoni
Oh,
steam girl. So we have,
oh,
yes. So the yoni steam is awesome. I have a yoni steam chair. And if you know anything about yoni steams, you sit on the chair. Well, what I have for the people that come to Estah's is I have your own um, little seat that sits on top of the chair. It's yours, and nobody else would share it. And it's like the inflatable. Remember the donut? Like after you have a baby, you sit on a donut. It's an inflatable donut with a hole in it, like a donut would be. And that's what you sit on. And I have, each person will wear like a long dress type, flowy dress, and it will cover you while you're sitting there, but you're sitting on it in the privacy of that room. And when you get off of it, you feel safe, because nobody sat on that seat but you. And so I open it in front of you. You can pay for it. You pay $5, and that's has your name on it. So every time you come back, we pull that out, pump it up, and give it to you. You sit on it. When you're done, we deflate it, put it back in the packaging, and put it away. We spray it down and put it away. And so that's what we do to make you feel safe. You know, Esther's is big on cleanliness.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we are about preventing the spread of disease and all of that. So we do everything we can to keep you safe.
Now, talk about the yoni steam. There might be some people that don't even know what that is.
Okay, yoni means vagina, vagina.
Okay. I like how you said that. Vagina.
Vagina.
Uh-huh.
So it's vagina. And the yoni steam is something that has been around for a very long time. It is an age-old remedy that has been said to cleanse the vagina or the uterus. And what you do, and let me explain it to you. It's like you're sitting on a box, or like you go to the toilet, you sit on the toilet and there's a hole underneath. Well, in this box, it has a hole, a little opening. And on the floor underneath is a pot or a crock pot that has hot, steaming hot water with herbs in it. And those herbs are medicinal herbs based on what your needs are. So if you're needing something that is going to help rejuvenate stuff, or to help make you feel fresh, because the thing about the yoni steam, when I went for the first time to have the yoni steam, I got to tell you this, it's amazing, because I didn't know what to expect, because I describe it as a sauna for down yonder.
Aha.
Because the steam is focused in that area. And whenever you go to a sauna, the steam opens up the pores, right? And you sweat. Well, when you go to the yoni steam, it opens up the pores. And you never get that kind of concentration in that area. So you're sitting there for like 35 to 40 minutes, and everything is opening and getting, cleansed and revived and renewed. And so that's what the yoni steam does. And when I had it, it was like I felt like I could float home. It was just amazing how good I felt, and you feel so clean and so light, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, I hope I helped you with the
You
yoni.
did. You did. You
I
did.
hope I did it decent and in order too, because
You did. You
okay.
did. You did. You did. You did. Now tell us about your people that do the massages and the facials.
Okay. The person that does the massage is Sabrina Newton. Sabrina Newton has been a massage therapist. I think she's been massaging for 8 years now. And she has the touch that is when you go in, she says, okay, so now you've entered this area. So I want you to inhale. When you inhale, you smell the lavender on her hands. She said, now hold it. Now release everything that's on your mind, everything, just release it all out. And then she tells you to do it again. And then she has you exhale again. And then when I tell you, when Sabrina touches you, you have been touched. She does a full consultation to make sure everything is okay. You will fill out a consultation form so that we'll know everything that's going on with your body, making sure that you are a good candidate for the massage. So we have all the questions that we're going to ask. And so once she does that little interview with you and knows that you're okay, then that's when she goes in there, and it's just beautiful. And you feel like you have been touched in a way that you will not be the same. You will never forget your experience with Sabrina, because she's not there just to massage you and send you on your way. She is there to help you feel better in your body, and also feel better in your soul.
Wow.
She's amazing. So Sabrina is um, an employee of Estah Locs Hair Salon and Day Spa that does our massages and so much more for the clients. And the
Mm,
type of massages that she does, if you want me to tell.
yes.
Okay, so she does the Swedish massage. She also does the deep tissue and sports deep tissue. That's me. Because see, I need go deep. I get knots and stuff because of the work that I do.
Hmm.
So I get, I don't need, I can't do Swedish.
Right.
Swedish make my muscles mad. So
Mm,
you have to go deep. So
hmm.
I do the deep tissue, but she also offers a sports massage, which is really good. That's more intensive version of the deep tissue massage, which,
Hmm.
and it also involves stretching and all of that. So that's good, and also offer the prenatal massage.
Oh.
So that's another option for women that are pregnant and after their first trimester of their pregnancy. So those are the massages that we offer.
Hmm.
So we're trying to meet the needs of the people wherever they are.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mhm,
Now
mhm.
tell us about the facials.
Okay, the facials, now that is another one. I have pictures and videos, and you can see all of those things on the Salon Facebook page, and you can also see them on my page. But the facials are done by Anita Patterson. She's actually been commenting on
Oh yeah, I
that.
saw her. Yes.
That's Anita.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Anita is retired from the Navy. Yes, and she was and she had done the nursing thing and decided, that's not for me after COVID. And she's also a client of mine. So she was a client of mine for, I think, like 10 years or
Mm.
more. And yeah, she was a client, and I started her locks. And so she just said one day she saw me struggling over at the temporary location. She's like, you know what? I want to help you. I want to, do hair and everything, and I want to help you. So she just decided, I'm like, what about facials? So she went back to school and got her esthetician license. And let me tell you, when you have a facial by Anita, you know that you have had the best facial that you could get. You know this because she is thorough.
Mm.
She is so thorough. Her touch is gentle. She's educating you. She tells you what you need. She talks to you before you go in there, and then you have an understanding of what to expect. She does extractions. She looks at your skin and tells you what's going on, what's a mole, what is a skin tag. She's knowledgeable about your skin, your face, and everything that's going on. So we do facials for men, and I'm gonna tell you something. It don't make no sense the way these men and women get on that table and snore. But baby,
Mm.
they goes to sleep on the table. You
Not to sleep.
who listen, eyes slam shut. And how do I know? Because I'm guilty. And you know how hard it is for me to sit still? I tell them, I said, I get on that table and I start having convulsions because I'm so used to moving. It take a minute, but by the time she do this, I'm 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 like that, knocked out. You hear me? Defeated,
Oh my goodness.
defeated, because she done won. But she does. We have different facials. We have our signature facial,
Okay.
which is the perfect facial for the refining and rejuvenating a person's skin. Sometimes your skin just looks dull, right? So our signature facial is is really good for that person that needs to kind of get rid of that little dead skin layer and show what's beautiful underneath. All right, we have a classic facial where it's relaxing. I mean, she massaging these cheeks, and when she doing all that, girl, I feel sleepy right now just with just doing it right here. But all of that. And when you go to sleep on that table, it really truly is. And she said it's a compliment to her when they go to sleep. And they do it at the sink too when we're doing the hair and doing
Oh,
the
you know, I
massage.
know about that.
We massage at the sink too with the
Hmm.
conditioner and everything.
Hmm.
So we do a men's deep pore cleansing. And Anita will tell you that men need to have their pores cleansed because they don't clean their skin the way that women do. They wash their
Hmm.
face and they wash it with what, Anita? Soap. You know what I'm saying? So they wash their faces with soap, and next thing you know, they have buildup all around here, all in the nose and all of that. So men's
Hmm.
deep pore cleansing, we do the anti-aging, and I definitely get that because, you know, 57, I have wrinkles in places where, I wish they were not so much, but I thank God for 57, boo.
You
Okay.
got that right.
Ma'am. So we do anti-aging facial. We do the sensitive skin and acne facial. So,
Mm.
people with acne, their skin is usually very sensitive. So we check the skin out. We have the whole setup, and you're able to get your skin taken care of with your acne or sensitivity. And then we have diamond microderm abrasion. That microderm abrasion will make you think you like 15 years younger.
Mm.
I tell you, the way that I can describe the microdermabrasion, if you've never had it, it's like a little vacuum cleaner and it is removing the dead skin off of your face and it's all over. When you're done, it's you look like somebody went and did a deep mask and peeled off everything that needed to come off. It is
Wow.
amazing. The microdermabrasion is is amazing. And that's like a series of like 3 treatments, but it goes deeper than any traditional facial can go.
Mm. Mm.
It's amazing. And then we do the glycolic peel. We do
Oh, you do
dermal.
that too.
Yes, we sure do. It's a moderately aggressive chemical peel. So we're not going deep and stuff where it's setting you, on fire. We ain't throwing no acid on you. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
We do dermal rolling. And Anita's watching this, but I'm just reading some of the descriptions. And that is a minimally invasive alternative to plastic surgery, Botox, and other injection therapies. So dermal rolling can help break up the skin where the person has had like a scar on their face, like they've been injured. So that helps to break it up with the facial lines and wrinkles and all of that, and it helps to stimulate collagen production. And
Wow.
so sometimes you have scarring from acne. Dermal rolling will help to break all of the scarring up. Okay.
Now, the Anita, can you type in the one that she was talking about, the derma mica break? What I don't.
Diamond microderm abrasion.
Can you type that in there? And this one you just call derma rolling.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Anita, yeah, type in the diamond microderm abrasion.
That
And
way, if they look back, and if anybody's interested in it, I'm trying to type the
yes,
names in there, yeah, for you,
absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
that is a lot. You guys are offering a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. We're doing micro needling also.
Now, what
Um,
is that?
micro needling, listen, it is an effective medical grade treatment. It is used to improve a variety of skin conditions on the face and body,
Oh,
including acne scars, injury scars, fine lines, loss of elasticity, stretch marks. And it helps by using your body's own natural self repair process. So, it is when they say micro needling, it's like little small needles.
mm,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
mm.
it says but it includes an extra strength numbing cream to ensure your treatment is as comfortable as possible. So I saw one of the guys that's like on one of the home remodeling shows. He was talking about it because he went to have it done, and he did it so that you know I guess cause of acne, so that his skin will look good. So right after it's done, it doesn't look, it's red. Okay. But it's something that improvement will continue over 6 to 12 months after the complete full series of recommended treatments. So it says you typically start to see results after the first or second treatment due to the time it takes for your collagen and elastin to grow and cause changes in your skin.
Oh, oh, that's deep.
Hmm. Okay, Mary wants to know if we have a product to address hyperpigmentation. Yes, we do. We have something that helps to lighten some of those areas. So, you know, sometimes when you get like a pimple and you pop it and all that kind of stuff, it gets dark. There is a LED light, and if I'm wrong, Anita, you can correct me, but that light treatment that she does on an area where it is that is darker than others, hyperpigmentation, it helps it so that it does not get as dark and scarred as it has in the past. Listen, I'm so blessed to have Anita in the salon, because one thing that has happened is wearing these masks causes us to have
Yes.
so many issues and
Hmm.
breakouts that we
Hmm.
never had before. And
Hmm.
at 57, I will have a pimple. And I
Yes.
had one that came right down here somewhere. And Anita she cleaned it, she did the extraction, and she's like, I'm going to do this light. And when I tell you that thing healed so quick,
Wow.
it healed so quick, because usually, you get a little scab,
Yeah.
but when it is done properly, the
Oh, wow.
extractions are done properly, and she does this technique with the hyperpigmentation, the LED light thing, it's amazing. And so
Mm.
you can come to the salon, and that can be an add-on to your service because
Ooh.
we do it. All right. So we do all of those. And we also do the seasonal facial, which is facials that, depending on, like, in the summer, you get all kinds of skin, sunburn and different things. And, just whatever you may need based on what your skin is going through at that time. So
Mm.
that's our facial services. I hope I didn't.
Listen, I want you to know that I am so proud of you. I remember when you were talking about it, you were asking me what I thought and everything. And to see it manifest is absolutely
Wow.
positively amazing.
Thank you.
I want you to know that I celebrate you. I salute you, LaTonya.
Thank
That is awesome. And
Thank
to
you.
be honest, it manifested so quick.
Well, you know what? It seemed like it did, but I will tell you, it was a fight. It took 4.5 minutes, 4.5 months. Lord, I wish it was 4.5 minutes. 4.5 months for my salon to be transformed. I had lots of problems with the contractor, but when I tell you, when I walk in there every day, I walk in there, I say, and as I turn lights on, I say, God, I thank you. Ask
Yes.
Anita, if she's walking in with me, she hears me go to every room saying, Lord, I thank you. Lord,
Yes.
I
But here's
thank
the thing.
Oh, he did that. He
But
didn't have to do it,
LaTonya,
but he did, but he did.
you
He didn't
know,
have to do it, but he did.
you know, you
Woo!
know
Mhm.
that anything
Woo!
that's going to be powerful, you're going to have obstacles. You're
Ma'am.
going to have things to come up.
Yes.
If it goes smoothly,
Look out.
something wrong.
Yes.
Something is wrong.
You're right.
So 4.5 months is nothing for you to have what you're talking about today.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you so much.
that is to be proud of.
Thank you so
Four and a
much.
half months to do this.
And
I
listen,
knew you said a massage and facials, but you guys are and when you said what you're bringing to the Pine Hills area, you're right, because I done been to spas before, and you're right. This. Like I didn't know how to spell that one thing. I didn't, and I'm not ashamed to ask. I want to
amen.
put it out there right, so
Yes.
that when people look at it or they have questions or They may not want it today, but they can write it down and they can go back to it. So that's
That's
why
right.
I wanted to make sure, that I had it there right. Listen, I want you to know that I am so proud of you, LaTonya. I am
Thank
so
you.
proud of your staff and all that you are doing for self care.
Thank
I
you.
want you to know, I know that your business is already blessed because I
Yes.
have seen how God has blessed your business. But
Thank you.
I want you to know that even greater is coming.
Oh, thank you,
I
sis.
hear the Lord say that eyes have not seen,
Mm, mm.
ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the hearts
Oh,
of
thank
men and women.
you.
Money coming,
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
clients coming
Yes.
for you and your staff.
Thank you.
Overflow,
Gosh.
overflow,
Thank you.
abundance,
Thank you.
clients, returning clients,
Yes. Thank you so much.
blessings.
Mm, mm, mm.
I see money being dropped in your lap because, oh, this is not all that you want to do.
Mm-mm. 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 Woo!
Money is going to drop in your lap to complete the vision that you
Yes.
have.
Yes. Thank you.
Stay
Thank you, Lord.
faithful, stay focused, my sister.
Yes.
Listen, I want to thank you for taking out the time on this Sunday afternoon,
Yes.
joining me today on Her Peace Talk Show. Do we have any questions? And I know that there are some people watching on YouTube. Do you all have any questions? You're more than welcome to text me if you want. Any questions? Can you all help me thank LaTonya for coming to share this afternoon? Thank her and Anita for coming on and sharing and giving the information. I want you to know that I will be posting, but I am going to have other people who will be joining. LaTonya, if you could turn your camera off for me for just a
Sure.
moment and we'll come right back. I will be coming live on Tuesday with the Locs Bar of Orlando. That is with Shaka. She will also be sharing her products. Naki, please join us. I believe that it is Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Also, I will have on my show Images of Hope. The owner is Hope, who will be coming by to talk about what she does for self-care for women and the events that she has. Also, I will be having Black Women Handling Business. This is owned by Miss Gina. She will be coming by to tell you about this awards program that she started for women in business. I will also have um, Dr. Shalita Mira, the owner of the Heart Centered Journey, who is a licensed therapist who will be coming by and sharing nuggets, strategies, and tools with us. I will also have I Am Tailor Made. The owner is Kim Hill. She will be talking to us about events, empowerment events that she does for women. Also, Woo, Women of Orlando. The founder and the owner is Monique Nichols. She will be joining me as well to talk about why she started Women of Orlando. And also, I would like for you to save the dates to join me at my upcoming women's conference. Her Peace presents It's Time to Move Forward.
Mm.
Save the dates for September the 8th through the 10th and join me right here in Daytona Beach. Yes, come across the bridge. You can turn it back on, LaTonya.
Okay.
Come across the bridge to join me in Daytona Beach. Listen, I invite you to join me and my guests for these conversations on self care because I want you to become more aware and I want you to do more self care for yourself. Her
Mhm.
piece is about empowering women, empowering you to admonish you to do more for yourself. The
Mhm.
HER stands for healthy energy restoration. We got to take better care of ourselves in order for us to be healthy, have energy, and restoration. Thank you for joining me and my guest, LaTonya Watson Woodruff, the owner of Estah Locs Hair Salon and Day Spa. We hope that you have learned something today, gleaned something today, and also been inspired by the talk show on today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Make it a blessed evening. God bless.
God bless.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, LaTonya.
You're welcome, Sandara. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.